So there was a big vote in the Tennessee Senate today where a bill was brought that essentially says if a school board, an LEA, decides that they do not want to foot the bill for illegal aliens overcrowding their schools and taxing their resources, that LEA could make the decision. And of course, there were your typical illegal alien sympathizers there that were pulling on all the heartstrings. They never seem to be as worried about Tennessee kids as they are illegal alien kids and what they're suffering and the resources that are being drained from them. But I digress. And it wasn't even that strong of a bill. It's like, hey, you've got to check the immigration status if somebody's going to enroll. The LEA gets to make the decision, not the state Senate or the state House. I think they're kind of passing the buck. I guess they would say they want local controls, okay. And then somebody offered an amendment that made it even weaker, that the illegal alien can apply to the Tennessee Board of Education for an appeal. And we saw what happened with the third grade retention law, right? We're really going to make sure kids know how to read. We're really going to make sure kids know how to read. Well, that lasted about 10 minutes. And even Republicans on the Senate committee said, yes, you should have to fit the bill for these illegal alien kids. So if somebody breaks the law, comes across the border, they got 3 kids, you are now responsible for $12,000 in state, federal, and local money per pupil for these kids. If there's 3 kids, it's $36,000. And folks are like, yeah, definitely. Tennesseans should have to pay for that. Now, the thing is going through the House, I believe, on the 11th. And I think it'll pass. Typically, the House tends to be more conservative. But there are rhinos everywhere. And so we will have to see. And so you're going to have to pay attention. You need to call the folks on that committee and say, listen, we are tired of being taken advantage of. That is one thing that Trump constantly talks about, is all these other countries taking advantage of America. And they're doing it with illegal immigration. And we're still living with the consequences. So for 4.5 years, 4.5 years since I've been running this publication, we have been asking leadership, please, please, please turn off the magnets of employment, education. Turn off the magnets of welfare. Turn off the mass transportation. And it has fallen on complete and total and utter deaf ears. If I am getting this wrong, if there has been some legislation I have missed, if there has been some effort, and I'm just complaining for no reason, please let me know. But I don't believe I am. Every bill that's been preventative has been killed. Now, do you know Bolso's Trump Act is supposed to be coming down the pike? Would not surprise me if leadership summer studied that thing, or whatever. But I'm getting sick and tired of these rhinos going on the campaign trail and acting like, they would run down to the border and close it up themselves if they had the time, like they're going down there with concertina wire and some fence posts. But yet, when it comes time to pass something, it never gets introduced by leadership. If it does get introduced by leadership, it's pretty weak. And by the time it gets through the amendment process, it's even weaker. And everything that's really good gets killed. Because they care more about the corporate interests than they care about me and you. And what our desires are. It drives me crazy that Donald Trump ran and won on the issue of illegal immigration. Had that not been an issue, I don't think he'd be our president. I don't think he would have won all 7 swing states. Apparently he has some courage and some convictions and some you-know-what that Cameron Sexton, Randy McNally, and Bill Lee just don't have. I wish they would catch some of it. Not the kind of posturing on social media, not the talking to the left-wing press like they're conservative badasses, but just getting out there and freaking tackling this issue of rampant illegal immigration in Tennessee head on. Why not? We know why not. I don't think we're ever going to see anything change in Tennessee on illegal immigration until we get rid of the people at the top. And I don't know if the people coming in at the top are really going to do any more than the people we have now. I don't see any indication that anybody that's running for any position has been hawkish and outspoken on illegal immigration and pushed on it. I see establishment, establishment, establishment. Same old song and dance. If you see something different, something that I don't see, let me know. Post it in the comments. I'd like to know. Brandon Lewis here with the Tennessee Conservative. Should Tennesseans have to foot the bill for illegal aliens in the schools? You let me know in the comments. Love you, mean it. Thank all of you so much for subscribing and paying attention, because so few do. Talk to you next time. See ya.